people make the argument that, well, if Taylor was gay in this day and age, wouldn't she just come out? Not necessarily. Here's the thing. Again, don't know if she is, don't know if she isn't, but I do think we have to look at this strategically, because there are a lot of people in the entertainment industry that are in the closet and are going to stay in the closet because it would not be a good financial move for them to come out of the closet. And not necessarily just because of homophobia, because I do think that people, generally speaking, in society are more accepting now than they ever have been of people coming out of the closet. So, you know, I'm not necessarily saying that there wouldn't be some people out there that would be homophobic, but at the end of the day, I do think that it's more acceptable now than it ever has been. That said, imagine if a Taylor Swift did come out. I don't think that people would necessarily hate on her for being a lesbian or even bisexual or anything like that, but a lot of people would feel betrayed. Like, a lot of people would feel like, okay, so you've been lying to us this whole time. So you've been faking these relationships so that these haven't been, like, I think a lot of people would be hurt, because they'd be like, wait a second, you've been selling us this lie the whole time. So I do think she'd lose fans, not necessarily because people would have a problem with her sexuality, but because people would feel like they've been lied to. But I do think she could probably win back some of her fans, but a lot of people would potentially not engage with her music as much, because if they stopped thinking that it was about a heterosexual relationship, they wouldn't necessarily relate to it as much. I mean, you know, straight people. If she made music just for the gay community, great, but I don't necessarily think that that would sustain a billion-dollar career. So it would be a strategic career move. So again, I don't know if Taylor's straight. I don't know if she isn't. I don't know. If she ever does come out of the closet, if she ever does just come out as being gay, maybe if she came out as bisexual, it'd be a little bit different, but like if she just came out as gay, I don't think it would happen until she's like much later in life, you know, and she reveals that she's been living with a woman this whole time, and like towards the end of her career, she's sort of like touring like a Stevie Nicks just with her guitar and singing, and she might decide to come out of the closet. But like, while she's still in her pop star era, I don't think she's coming out of the closet. So whether she's gay or straight, I don't know, but like from a strategic perspective, I think she's absolutely not going to come out of the closet at this point in her career, and she's also going to keep leaving like little Easter eggs and teasers for the Gaylors to pander to them, whether she's straight or gay or bi or anything. I do think she's feeding into the Gaylor community because she knows it fuels the conversation and it keeps people talking about her.